Welcome to Crack-A-Pack. My name's Andrew. Today we're cracking open Shadows over Innistrad. Let's get cracking. Our first card today is Silent Observer, followed by Survive the Night, Apothecary Geist, Wicker Witch, Deadweight, Vessel of Volatility, Kessig Direswine, Macabre Waltz, Haunted Cloak, Forsaken Sanctuary, Biting Rain, Harness the Storm, which for 2 and a red is an enchantment that reads, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, you may cast target spell with the same name as that spell from your graveyard. You still pay its cost. So this is kind of letting you get copies. It's kind of letting you storm off, but in a very, very limited way. It's not going to work in Commander since it requires you to have a spell with the same name in your graveyard, and Commander being a singleton format means this is completely pointless there. But in other non-singleton formats, this could be okay. If you build around spell slinging, then this is going to let you effectively sling your spells twice, maybe even more times, if you happen to have already cast the same spell once before. So this is going to shine in decks where you're running 4 ofs, maybe even just 3 ofs, different instants and sorceries that are cheap, so you can still pay their cost a second time. So things like, Is It Phoenix probably would like this in Pioneer. I'm sure this has places in Modern as well, but it's certainly not going to be the go-to enchantment card for those decks. But if you happen to be using Harness the Storm currently, or if you did in the past, let me know in the comments below. I'd really like to hear stories of how you used Harness the Storm. What were the strategies you were relying on for it, or were you building around it? Was it just some extra tech in a deck that you had? Let me know. Next we have Lamholt Pacifist, which transforms into Lamholt Butcher. Then we have a foil Game Trail. And the foiling is a little hard to see on camera, but it is there. Then we have a double-faced wildcard and a Jace emblem to round out the pack. Today's Pack 1 Pick 1. We've got a few options. So I think what I am first looking at is Biting Rain, giving every creature -2/-2, and a madness cost of 2 and a black, or just casting it for 2 black is okay. Harness the Storm is kind of shoehorning you into a spell slingy kind of deck, and it's also one where you're relying on having duplicates. So that's not going to be a great first pick. That's something that if it comes back around, and I've seen that I have a few copies of cards already, then maybe I take Harness the Storm, but it's not first pick, certainly. Lamholt Pacifist is an interesting option, but it does require you to have another creature before it can really be effective, unless you are able to transform it. But even then, it's probably going to get transformed right back on your next turn when someone casts 2 spells. Haunted Cloak, giving a creature vigilance, trample, and haste with an equip of 1 is pretty good. I think that might be pick 1 here, just because it's colorless, it's not forcing you anywhere. It's equipment, can go on any creature, and it's only an equip cost of 1. So I think just trying to stay open on pack 1, I would take Haunted Cloak. But I could see arguments for Biting Rain, certainly, since that, yes, it is 2 black pips, or potentially only 1 with Madness, but it is a nice -2/-2 across the board, so that can be very helpful. But my pack 1 pick 1 is Haunted Cloak. Let me know what yours is in the comments below. And that's all for today. Thank you for cracking along with me. Be sure to check back tomorrow to crack open another pack.